Scott from Scott's Reviews. Today we're talking about iPhone 15 Pro Max cases. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm having a problem. I normally get the Apple leather case every year or whenever I renew my phone. I had the 13 Pro Max. I waited on the 14. Well, Verizon wouldn't let me update, so I had to wait 2 years. Woos me. So the 15 Pro Max came around. I was up for renewal. I got the phone. Normally I get a leather case from Apple because I think it wears really well over time. And they went different on me. They went to this FineWoven style, and I was not going to get it. I went to the store to look at the case. I did the old scratchy thing where it scratched the case right away, tried to rub it out. It didn't work. So I'm like, I'm not getting this piece of junk. And then I had a $20 voucher at Best Buy and say, you know what, let me give it a try before I write it off. So I picked one up because I first tried some of the Amazon ones. Here's one I got. I already returned it. It was neat. It had the little ring on the bottom where you can flip it out and prop the phone up or use it as like you could hold it, that kind of thing. And also had this cool thing where you could replace the buttons on the side, the different colors that it had. So I'm like, man, this is it. I'm gonna get this one. I got it. Replaced the buttons, all look cool, but I didn't like the feel on the sides. When you would hold it, it would just slip out of your hands. That rubber on the sides. And then the buttons were so touchy that I put it in my pocket. I was hitting buttons all the time. So I returned that one. Done, gone, back to Amazon. That wasn't gonna work out. So then I ordered this one from Amazon also, and I'll link it here, show you right now where it looks like. This one, I wrote it off pretty quickly, but then you know what? I said, hey, I'm gonna get rid of this thing and let me put this one on, and I'll wait till I get these other two in the mail before I return it. And this one started to grow on me a little bit. It wasn't bad. It's just your typical standard rubber case. The sides were pretty smooth, and I didn't like how it kind of dripped a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. But I have a leather wallet from last year or 2 years ago, and it fits pretty good on here. It doesn't come off. It fits tight. I liked it how it was on there. So the MagSafe on this one is pretty good. I got no complaints on this guy here. If you want to pick it up, I'll link it down below. It's neat. It makes the phone feel pretty small. So I have no real complaints besides it being just rubber and kind of cheap feeling after the long haul. Next up, I said, you know what? I want a leather case. So you're out there looking for leather cases. I'm not sure who that is, but okay. And I went with this company here, and you've seen it it's on Amazon, and comes with a little leather piece in here. So it kind of shows you that it's leather. You can pull on it. It feels like leather. It smells like leather. It's leather, which is great. This is the case here. Got a very rawhide feel to it. It's not very smooth. I'm sure over time it'll become very smooth. So when I put it in my pocket, it kind of stuck a little bit. It made the phone feel a little bit fatter than it was. I'll show you here in a bit.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
This is the FineWoven case. We'll talk about it in a second. But when you put it next to each other, you kind of see how that the leather case is a little fatter, which is I hope Apple knows what they're doing, because look at the difference in the camera protection. This is pretty high off the leather, and that is so thin off the leather, not leather, the FineWoven. You can see that. Will I like this one? Probably so. If I kept this one, I probably would wear down nicely and get all smooth and be all leathery. It smells like leather when I smell the back here. So I have no complaints because I don't know anything about this one yet. I just got it, and it looks really good for the price you pay for it. It'll become its own like character after a while with the scratches, and then wear down and all that kind of thing a leather does. This one just feels like it's really good in the hand. I mean, it makes a phone feel smaller, thinner, and it just seems to feel like better in the hand than any of the cases I had before. Now, will that lead to better protection? I don't know. I doubt it, but It just feels really good in the hand. It slides good in the pocket, but the problem with this thing is I do work around water a lot. I get my phone not like soaked, but I get it splashed on quite a bit. So we're going to take a good run at this thing. So what I did immediately was I had some old fabric protector spray, kind of like Scotch Guard. I already sprayed it already outside, 2 coats on this thing, just to give it something that it doesn't stain if I put peanut butter on it or something like that. But it does feel good in the hand. It doesn't slide, so when you're holding it like this, it doesn't just slide down here. It kind of feels good. It grips, unlike the silicone cases that to me kind of like the rubber ones slide. So you're holding it and it just kind of slides out of your hand. Here. Did I scratch it? I did scratch it a little bit. Why did I buy this case? Maybe to do a updated video. So I'm gonna keep this thing on. I'll probably return the rest of these and just go with the Apple case. I'm gonna give you a review. Let's not do like 6 weeks. Let's do 2 months of full usage with this case, and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like, how it's scratched up, how it's aged, all that jazz that you want to see. But this is the most controversial case Apple has put out in a while, where I've never seen so much hate on a case before. But go look at the reviews like on Best Buy, on Amazon, and they're just destroying this thing. So I'm gonna give it a chance and see how it works out. If it's garbage, we'll tell you it's garbage. But all right, we'll give it a shot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Wish me luck.